Alright, welcome everyone. We're live. It's Zenith Online Racing back for round 7 of Tier 1. We are in Italy at Monza, and we are going to go racing. Scavney, first driver out on track on the medium tire. Alright, I gotta send an invite. Try and get this driver in here. He's struggling to get in. Oh Lord, this game. Say is on a quali ban this week. So Say will not be qualifying while he's doing his outlap on the inters. He's not actually going to put a time run in. Scavney, just trying to get a feel for the track, I guess, on the mediums. Obviously, he's not going to be setting a very quick time on those. Let's see who's furthest up the road here. Red Bull, obviously. McLaren, maybe Sniper on an outlap. Jinnit looks like he's on a flyer. He's moving through a Scary chicane right now, so pick up Jinnit, catch the end of his lap. Nice little turn into the Parabolica. It's the penultimate and final corner all wrapped up into one. Fastest time, wow, by a hair. Scavney on the mediums out pacing Jinnit for the moment. I say Jinnit needs a good qualifying here. He needs to get away from Say. Say he's going to have to serve back-to-back quali bans for retiring on track last week, so it's a good opportunity for Jinnit to make some headway. He's going to need a good qualifying to get a leg up. Yeah, Scavney with a really good lap time, actually. That's holding up. Denmark and Carson putting some times up. Denmark back. Used to race with us a few seasons ago. Now he's getting back in the mix, so good to see some new guys popping in. We're going to have a few Tier 2 drivers are going to start racing full-time in Tier 1. We're trying to boost that roster a little bit. See if we can get that grid filled. Poor Sam couldn't get into the lobby. It's doing, I swear it picks one person every week randomly, and it just doesn't let them in. It's ridiculous. This game is an absolute pile of dog shit. I don't know how to solve it. Sniper not pushing. Let's check in with Vinny. He's about to cross the line. That lap will not count. Everybody else in the pits or has done their lap, so nothing really to watch here. I think Janet's going for a second run. Not really achieving much there, but again, just trying to get a feel for the track, maybe. Alright, so I don't know where GP is. He was checked in for commentary tonight, but he is now 15 minutes late, so I have a feeling he's not coming. What if he fell asleep? Have a little nap on the couch or something? Well, there's not much going on right now, so I'll send Sam another invite. Wow, Lunar Jedi. Absolute steamer. 19.9. I missed that. Did not see him set that time. What else do we got out there? Someone was just rounding the final bend there. That'd be Gord, maybe? It is Gord. About to start a lap, so Gord gonna be full time now. Riding in the Williams this week. We still haven't sorted exactly who's going where, but they'll be at least scoring points that count. Moving through the Lesmos now. I remember most of the corner names for, you know, the legendary tracks, the ones we go to every year, ones we've been racing at for many, many seasons. Now Gord heading to Ascari now, purple sector 2. Not sure if that's accurate. That's been a bug for years in this game. There we go, nice shoulder shot. Man, we lost it. No. Gord moving into the final corner. Really got to get the parabolica right to get a good lap time. It's important for the start of your run, the end of your run. Nice lap from Gord, right in the mix there up into P4. So Jinnit has done his job. He's 20.2. Well ahead of anybody else, but still behind Lunar. But that'll be huge for Jinnit with Seye starting around the back. Seye starting at the back of the grid, and Jinnit will be up at the front, and that'd be really important. I think Seye can get there by the end. It's pretty bloody quick. I can't see him not making his way to the front, but obviously going to be some hurdles along the way. Spot up triples now on a flyer. And Gord's right in the mix there. He hasn't generally been able to qualify here, but he's been fast in Tier 2 as well, so actually not surprised to see. I could see Gord pulling a sneaky top 5 here. Alright, 7 minutes left in qualifying. What do we got out there? Vinny on a push lap. Checking with Vinny. Doesn't have a lap time yet, so it's pretty important. Grim up into the top 5. The Jinnet's time holding up pretty good. Scavney has jumped ahead, but I think with the track evolution, Jinnet could probably hold on to P2. He's got to go out and put another lap in, but definitely a good showing for Jinnet. His qualifying hasn't been a strong suit this season. So I believe RRL Beast, Tier 2, he just joined the league. We haven't really given him a spot yet. But he looks fairly competitive. He's right in the mix there as well. He's competitive with the Tier 2 guys, which is good for Tier 2. That's where he'll be racing. Technically, he didn't really sign up for Tier 1 at the moment, so he shouldn't really be qualifying, but I don't think that it's worth... it's really, like, what can I say at this point? He's already put a lap in. But realistically, I mean, if he's available Mondays, we might as well get him in the grid, right? So, just check in with that afterward. And T-Brim has not set a lap at all yet. Looks like track evolution does seem to be pretty strong here, so maybe T-Brim's just kind of waiting it out and he's just going to put in one good lap at the end. And there it is for Jinnet. 19.9, gets ahead of Lunar. A really good lap time. Pressure's on now. Gord out there, just started his final lap. Sniper and Mario on final runs. Sniper coming through a Scary. Mario jumps up the sheet to 4th. Sniper at the 21.3. And I guess he wasn't on the push lap at the moment. Grim has dropped. I'm gonna get him an invite now. God, this game, man. I'm telling you. T-Brim still has not left the pit. Still has a few minutes, I believe, but I don't want to push my luck. Is the Sniper out of fuel? Looks like Jinnet is out of fuel. Yeah, I think he is. Mario also out of fuel. Just trying to get out of the way. Oh no, he's in low fuel mode. Well, Jinnet's done. I haven't seen the time. I don't know how much time's left. Should get that session counter up in the corner. Keep an eye on it. I say T-Brim got to be heading out soon, right? Lunar has left. There goes T-Brim. See his mechanic getting ready. Alright. It's going to be a shootout to the end here. We got on our out laps. Let's get the tracker up. We got Carson and Vinny, I think. Vinny's well into his out lap already. Also, Beast? No, he's still out there. I don't know if Reefer has rejoined yet. But yeah, Vinny, it looks like it's going to be our first final run, so we'll get on board with Vinny, the Aston Martin driver. He'll take his final run of the Monza circuit. I already sent an invite to Grim. Oh, I forgot to bring the chat up. I have to get that. Beast is retired. We're on board with Vinny right now doing his final lap. Let's get the YouTube channel up. Imagine GP just sitting in his lazy boy, drink in hand, snoozing away. Who else we got back there? Looks like Denmark, maybe? Looks like he's getting out of the way. It's probably Lunar, then T-Brim, I think. Vinny goes to 12th. And Lunar, T-Brim's back there somewhere. See what Lunar can do. He doesn't need much to get Jinnit. I think Jinnit's content with starting anywhere in the top 3. Probably why he wasn't too worried about getting out for another run. I think he had time. He just didn't have the tires. Oh, barely. Lunar gets ahead just barely. So, nice. Whoa, big spin for Scavney, and he's out. Wow. Just happened to get on board with that right at the right time. Scavney in P3. Very competitive lap time. Mario's out. Didn't look terribly natural, but I wonder if he just missed the corner and kind of just was, oh well. This was not a huge issue in qualifying, but still don't want to see it. I think that's everyone though. T-Brim on the pole, nobody's business. 7/10 up, unbelievable. T-Brim pole position. Lunar is P2. How did this team get together? Jinnit 3rd, Scavney 4th, Mario 5th. Carson starts 6th, Spot up 7th, Sniper 8th, Gord is 9th, Denmark is 10th, Beast is 11th, Reefer is 12th, and Vinny will start 13th. Say Quali Band starts at the back. Hopefully Grim got back in. Alright. Qualifying order. So Seye serves one of his qualifying bans. Got one more next week. Can't afford to pick up penalties like that in a short season. You know, 2 out of 13 races you're missing qualifying. Probably less of a problem for Seye. versus a few other drivers, but you see what Jinnit is able to do from the back. Had a quali ban. I believe last week he had one, but Jinnit just Jinnit starts at the back for fun sometimes, so forcing him to isn't the worst punishment of all time. Race bans, though, those are the good ones. Hopefully we don't get someone ready up right away. Looks like we're okay. I think if someone starts now, we're good, but 30 seconds I think is a reasonable amount of time for people to put a strategy together, and then you still get 30 more once it starts, so that's good with me, but we try to give everybody about 2 minutes just in case someone needs to go take a leak, like myself. And I do need to take a leak. I will be back. Still nobody's ready up? Alright, I think we can go now. Look how well behaved everyone is. Weather doesn't look great, I'll say that. I can see a very, I could easily see a little bit of rain out here in Monza. Good luck getting through Ascari and wet weather tires. Whew. That one's hitting. That one's hitting good. Ugh. Vape pen. I think GP just kind of didn't show up for work today. A little disappointed. Was not prepared to carry this thing on my own. Normally I kind of get into like a mental headspace where it's like, I'm doing comms alone tonight. I gotta come up with lots of filler, lots of crap to say. Obviously I've been very distracted trying to get people into the lobby and stuff like that as well, but yeah, no, normally it's like a little podcast, we kind of just shoot the shit and hang out, and it's coming in here alone. It's like I have no one to bounce off right now, and it's we have a weird feeling. It hasn't happened a ton lately, so I feel a little out of my element tonight. My my confidant, my rock, GP Colin, has abandoned me. Alright, we have to chat up. We're going on the formation lap. Interesting mix of strategies. T-Brum on hards, not surprised. Lunar's on mediums. Jinnit on hard. So Jinnit's going to be under some serious pressure. He probably wants to get by Lunar as soon as possible, but easier said than done on the medium compound. Scavney, Mario, Carson, Spot Up, all going to be threatening for money. Scavney pretty quick. I think he'll be a problem for Jinnit. Mario as well. Carson and Spot Up not quite at Jinnit's level. I don't know if they'll be able to threaten, but obviously with the DRS train, it might be hard for anybody to really break out of that group, so we will see. Sniper, Gord, Denmark round out the top 10. We got Sniper and Gord on hards, Denmark on mediums. Now, if you're Reefer, Vinny, Say as well, I like the hard tire for those guys. I also don't mind the medium from back there because I do feel the hard, you can probably go 20 laps on it. If you get an early safety car, you might be able to stretch that hard tire out and get it to the end. So, always something to keep an eye on with those guys on mediums. If there's a safety car early, could they try to do the early stop and just get to the end? Alright, grid reforming. T-Brum on pole position. Lunar is in second. We got Jinnit in third, so the Mercedes team looking strong again. Alright, round 7 of Tier 1. No more breaks to the end of the season. We're going right to round 13. The championship ends there. We're ready to go racing. Tier 1, Zenith Online Racing, Season 9. T-Brum on pole. Let's get those lights fired up. 5 lights are on. And we are racing in Monza. Looks like a good start for Jinnit. Really good start for Jinnit. Those hard tires. And look at Carson. Just absolutely launched it. He is soaring. That's the best race start I think I've ever seen. He's gone really deep into turn 1. Oh no! Gets it saved. Good job saving that, actually. He's still gained a lot, but he might have a bit of wing damage on the front end there. That was a hell of a launch. What was he, P5? Jinnit got swallowed up there at the start, but he had a really good start as well. He must have just been on the wrong end of it and ran out of room. Let's check the position change. Yeah, up 4 spots for Carson, started P6. Really good start for him. So see it, whoa, there's a spin for, is that Jinnit? Oh my goodness, Jinnit is spun. I don't know if there was contact. I imagine it's possible that there was, given, you know, the corner it happened in and how tight the field is at the moment. You don't see, Jinnit really, he doesn't make mistakes on his own really anymore. It's usually contact. So I wouldn't be surprised if something did happen there. Get back to this pack here. Spot Up and Scavney having a nice little scrap. Gordon Beast having a scrap. Look at these guys go. It's looking like F2 all over again. Lunar having a look at Carson out front. Here comes Beast down the inside on Spot Up triples. Very late on the brake. Covers that corner. He went so deep that there was just nowhere another car could go if they had the run. Lunar all over Carson here. Denmark and Gord swapping places at the back. And there it is again. Carson keeps the place. Lunar trying to get in there, but nothing doing at the moment. Let's get those tires back up there. Thought the screen looked a little naked. Back here, we got a nice little battle going on. Got Mario and Sniper, perhaps, or is it Sniper and Lunar? Yeah, Carson got that really good launch on those medium tires and just hanging on to P2 right now still. Whoa, big spin for the Ferrari. That's Mario World gone around. And he's out. Mario's out. That's got to be a safety car for sure. It is a safety car. Is it VSC? Mario World leaves, obviously. I don't see the safety car. I think it's just a VSC. I don't know if anybody will pit. Anyone with damage will. That sucks for Mario. That's what I said. Beware Ascari. I put it in the description for the race today. In the check-in. I tried to warn you. Oh, VSC's better. I like that right now, I think. I think it's a little too early for a safety car. I prefer to see the race kind of evolve a bit before it's reset. VSC just kind of neutralizes things, so that's fine with me. Really good restart from Lunar all over Carson here. DRS enabled immediately, so these guys can get right back to racing. No drive-through penalties. That's because Zimaglis isn't here. If Zimaglis was here, we would have had a drive-through. So we got Vinny. It looks like he's about to make a move. Let's get to that. Vinny and Reefer. A little scrap, and Jinnit trying to get his race back on track there. Right on the back of those guys. Here comes Jinnit. Jinnit is flying. He must have just caught these guys because he's going to make quick work of them. Jinnit, nice and deep, covers the corner well. Yeah, he's got Reefer giving him some pressure here, actually. I thought Reefer would make quick work of that, but let's get back to this battle for P3 now. Carson has been passed by Lunar and Sniper. Not too sure what happened there. Apologies to the guys at the front there for missing that. I'm watching the back of the field, and you know Jinnit's involved, and obviously needs to get on with it back there. He's got to make up ground as quick as he can. But yeah, apologies for missing that at the front. Would have liked to see that. Scabney now on the back of Carson. So Carson with that really good start, but you know. Your qualifying pace kind of shows up as the race goes on. Like, eventually, it'll sort of fix itself if everybody's driving to their true standards. A nice move from Scabney is going around the outside into turn 1 here. And Carson close enough to consider a late break. And Carson on the switchback maybe gets a run here. He's under pressure from Beast, though, right away. And yeah, it looks like Carson got a shot back through Sector 1 here. Tucks in behind Scabney for the time being. So T-Brim's sort of checked out front, but we have a really good battle for every other position in the field. Everybody else is in striking distance of one another. A little bit of a gap to Denmark and Gord there, but Jinnit is going to try and work through that and get himself back into the points. Scabney putting some pressure on Sniper now. Sniper on the hard tires. Started a little further down the field as well, and he's looking strong here. Oh, there it goes. Scabney making his way through the pack. So you got to use up those mediums. Obviously, he's going to have to pit earlier than these guys. He really needs to be ahead of them for his strategy to make any sense. The guys on hards, obviously, I think Sniper would be feeling really good about where he's at. If you look at the field, it's all the hard guys at the back, and the medium guys have made their way to the front, except for T-Room. T-Room is just dominating. I mean, there was just this... I was wondering if he was even there. He sat in the garage till about 2.5 minutes left. Went out, put in a lap 7/10 better than anyone else did. And he's just absolutely running away with it. So... it's kind of a race for second now. T-Brim has had some crash outs, though. It's not out of the question that he has an issue. That Scavney has had a problem. Oh, he's gone around in a terrible place, right at the entry. Actually, it looks more like the exit of the Parabolica. Probably lost it in the midway point. Yeah, that's rough for Scavney. Let's get that thing turned around. Probably could have got done earlier with the ghosting, but can't blame him for being careful. Seye is now in P5, and he is making his way toward the front. Caught up to Carson, who was running in second earlier, so... on board with Seye. Carson up ahead, and Sniper just up the road, so everybody within reach of that final podium place. Beast in the back hanging on in the DRS range. Really smooth for Seye through there. Whittling that gap down. Reeling in Carson. And just closing so perfectly. He's going to get the DRS. He's got the battery. There he goes. Nicely done from Seye. Very smooth, very measured. He's got a chance to take two here. Just going for the one, it looks like. Oh, and can he get around the outside here? He's got a good run. It's a really good run. Yeah, he's got this. I think Seye's got this. Get it done under braking. He's got Sniper on hard tires. He should have the grip to send it in the braking zone. Nope, just tucks in. Again. Oh, no! And he spins it. Unbelievable. He was doing so well. He's lucky to have, I love this. It spun. Seye just getting away with it. And Seye spins, and now here they are, right back together on track yet again. Oh my goodness. That was a good save from Seye, though. He didn't really, he spun the car, but kept it out of the wall, didn't pick up any damage. If you can get the tires back under control, you'll be okay. Obviously, Jinnit smells blood. So Jinnit with a shot here at Seye. Seye with those mediums he spun. Now Jinnit on the hard tire. No, bit of a bump there. No, I didn't have the greatest angle. It didn't look like Seye was left much room. So I don't know if Jinnit should keep the place, or... I don't know what's it. Oh, T-Brim's out. Unbelievable. He did bin it. Jinnit predicted this, and here comes the safety car. So now, if Jinnit... Well, Jinnit can't give the place back, because then Seye would get penalized. Coming out of the second Lesmo. There it is. T-Brim out. So that completely changes this race. Obviously, everybody going to be within striking distance of one another. And it's the perfect pit window for the mediums. I've got to say, like, putting the hards on from here, you're good to go. Hard guys, I think they got to stay out. I don't think those mediums are going to the end from here. So, yeah, it's hard to say. It's a tricky place. Everybody pitting. Every single driver. Oh, Gord stayed out. Interesting. So everybody else stays out. And the whole field was pretty close, so if you do stay out, you might be able to hang on to something. Reefer stays out. Okay, so Lunar has now pit to fresh hards. Oh, hold on now. Oh, well, sorry, what was I going to say? Lunar was on the mediums. And Lunar in great position now. But it was T-Brim that had started on the hards, so obviously out of the race now. So only 2 drivers stayed out. It looks like Spot Up triples, and if I was... I don't think Spot Up can pit this early, though. I guess he has pit already. I guess he can go to the end. He was way behind, but he can get himself caught up here. Now Gord, the old hards, obviously he's going to have to pit again. Or make a pit stop, he hasn't made one. He's going to have to come in, jeez, I don't know, lap 17? I don't know if the staying out is worth the 7 laps. Like, I think the guys that pit to the mediums are actually probably better off, knowing they have to extend those tires. They can't do anything stupid. Whereas Gord is kind of hoping there's going to be another safety car, or it's just going to take a huge L going in the pits if no one else stops. I do also wonder if there's a threat of rain, because the weather doesn't look great. If it did start raining and you didn't pit, you'd be laughing. Oh, GP. GP dealing with a family matter tonight. I suspected as much. I'm going to say GP, when he checks in and he doesn't say he's going to be late or isn't going to make it, and I was a little concerned that something had come up. So yeah, dealing with some family issues. Nothing nothing too personally close to him, but definitely very close. So thoughts are with GP dealing with that, and yeah, we got some racing going here. We got Gord getting ready to restart things, and we are going to go racing again in Monza. I swear I just saw drop rain, but I might just be praying for it, wishing for it. comes Carson with a look down the inside. A little bit of a send there, but he gets away with it. Sniper keeps control. No major contact made. Got Jinnit and Seye going wheel to wheel here on the restart as well. Jinnit, Seye, and Denmark all in the mix here. Jinnit with a nice move. Seye looking to make amends as well. Trying to get back to the front. Gord all under a huge amount of pressure here from Sniper. Lunar is through. So we can get a better shot of the field here. That's not bad. I'll take that. Beast. I mean, everybody just obviously so close after the safety car restart. Now everybody on pretty fresh tires. A variety of tires, but all fresh, except for Gord, who's now been passed by Sniper as well, and he's under pressure from Carson here. I don't know if staying out was the right call. If you do get a safety car here quickly again, maybe he'll get a boost, but Reaper having a look. Gord and Carson going wheel to wheel at the front. Let's get to this scrap. And Beast having a look as well. Really nice racing from everybody there. Everybody's keeping it clean in turn one. I haven't seen anything too clumsy tonight. Maybe just something back here may have happened. But everybody through clean. I don't see any wing damage, which is always good. Nothing worse than picking up damage when you're trying to race. Oh, Jinnit. Kind of squeezed Beast there. I think Beast deserved a little more space. I don't think Seye's dropped. That's not good. He did have internet issues and thought he couldn't make it. That might not be a good sign for Seye. But yeah, Jinnit. I think Beast was kind of leaving a nose in as much as Jinnit should have left a little more room. It's kind of like, you know, you really shouldn't have left your front wing in there because you're never going to get anywhere in that corner. But Jinnit also, I don't think, needed to squeeze that hard either. I think he's okay though. I don't know if Beast picked up damage or not. Looks okay on the front wing there, so. You know, don't test Jinnit. That's basically what I was gonna say. If you leave your car in a position it shouldn't be in, he will make you pay for it. Carson just lets Jinnit go. No need to fight it. On the harder compound, Jinnit might come back to Carson at the end if he keeps the tires nice and just focuses on driving steady. Say back, just drop down the field pretty quickly there though. Battling it. Battling technology tonight. So we got an interesting dynamic forming up here. Lunar, now that T-Brum's gone, I mean, there was a really solid scrap for second, and that scrap for second has now turned into scrap for first. So we got a really good race on our hands here. Jinnit has caught up to the front of the field. The guys on the mediums, I think, are going to struggle towards the end. I think Carson, Beast in a good position. Beast sort of sliding down a bit, though. He's drifting away from the guys at the front. And here comes Sniper going to make a move for first. And he is into the race lead. Reserve driver. And showing up, making a statement tonight. Jinnit now looking to get by Lunar. It's on those mediums, as I said. He's got to get ahead. If he wants to make the... He kind of needs to build a gap up with the prime of these tires and then manage them to the end. The hard drivers, I think, can kind of push to their heart's content, but I don't know how fast you can get that tire to go anyways, even at its peak performance. So, it's interesting. See how this pans out. I just don't find this track terribly difficult on tires, so I imagine the guys on mediums can get to the end, but it might not be super easy. Yeah, Lunar all over Sniper here. Gonna have a look down the inside. We got Vinny with a spin or something. I think he's dropping down the order. Stay at the front here. Look at this. 3 cars nose to tail for the race lead. Lunar trying to go through. Jinnit trying to go through. Who's going to come out on top? Jinnit's close enough with another slipstream. Can he send it around into the braking zone? Right on the tail of Lunar. I mean, brilliant job from Lunar to retake that position, and now Jinnit has come into second. And here comes Carson. T-Brum and Mario World would be right in the mix with this as well. Mario would definitely be right behind Carson, I feel, on pace. Beast doing a nice job keeping Gord behind. It's giving these guys a bit of a cushion, though, so... if Jinnit and Sniper start to fall off at the end, that little gap that Beast is giving them might come into effect. No penalties yet. Vinny with a penalty is the only one down in 12th, but no penalties at the front for the points right now. Alright. Kind of looking at the gaps here. Lunar's getting those tires warmed up. He's sort of reforming his cushion here at the front. Here comes Sniper with that DRS down the inside on Jinnit. Oh, bit of a moment for Sniper, and now Jinnit trying to come through. Carson all over him as well. Get on board with Carson. Whoop. Carson gets a little squirrely there. Gets it under control. Comes Jinnit down the inside. Into the Ascari chicane. He gets a move done. Brilliant overtake from Jinnit. Carson trailing along. So Lunar getting a bit of a gap now. He's on the hard tires, on the right tire. Looking like he's in control for this thing. He's got the lead. He's building that gap. The guys behind him on mediums probably aren't going to be terribly competitive by the end. I don't know who we could really have to worry about further down the order. No one's really close enough to be a problem. Carson on the back of Sniper now. Jinnit just trying to break that DRS. He's got a board with Carson. I say we're looking for a glory run here. I do like to try and keep an eye on the battles at the back. Let's get to Say back here. Say trying to get by Denmark. Not in the greatest place to try and make a move in Denmark with the DRS proving to be a difficult overtake here for Say. Say thinking about it, doesn't send it. Let's get back to the front here. Sniper, Carson, trying to hang on to Jinnit, who is now reeling Lunar back in. The sun has come out, so I don't think there's really a threat of rain at this point. Gord just praying for a safety car or even a VSC at this point. Denmark and Say gets through. Gord has gone round. Oof, nearly put it into the barrier trying to get turned back in. Gord trying to recover back there. Grim nowhere near Gord, but he's hanging on to a point there in P10. Actually, sorry, Grim has just pit to fresh mediums, so Gord on the old hards now has a spin. I mean, you gotta be kicking himself after that one. Definitely gambled staying out, but it just didn't work out. Jinnit has now closed back in on Lunar. He's in DRS range. Sniper along for the ride. Carson has just lost touch a little bit with these guys. So, we're looking for our... We don't really have any great gaps other than Scavney hanging on to the back of Beast. If I think we can see if that one sorts itself out, but I want to get on board with Sniper, and we're going to do a nice immersive lap or two watching these guys fight for the race win. So Scavney can get this move done. Now just losing touch a little bit. Our gap out front is starting to spread a bit. Seye is now joining the party here. Let's get on board. Get on board with Jinnit. Should we get on board with Sniper? Should we wait for a better opportunity? We still got 7 laps. That'll be like the director's cut of the race. Take all the junk off the screen. Sit in the on the T-cam of the driver, and we'll just watch. Scavney having a look, so he's just kind of stuck there. He can't really get by with the DRS there, so I think it's time. We do have Seye now in the mix, so maybe we stick with this battle until it sorts itself. I think Sniper, Jinnit, Lunar will be there for us. Oh, there it is! Scavney in the same place. That's where he crashed out in quali. This time he kept the car in one piece. Well, I mean, kept the wheels in one piece. The front wing is absolutely non-existent. It's gone. Well, I think that we've made up our mind. Let's go. Jinnit on board. Fighting for the race victory. He's got Sniper in tow, but dropping Sniper. Putting the pressure on Lunar. This is ZOR Season 9 Tier 1. Round 7. Jinnit going for the lead in Monza. There it is with the DRS. In front. On the mediums, trying to stretch them out to go to the end. Lunar on the hard tire. Now has to fight back. Try and claw back into the lead. This is going to be an epic battle for the win. Looking out the rear wing of Jinnit right now. Lunar with the dummy. Never going to send it from there. All right. Bring up the timings, check the gaps. We got Seye looking to make a move on Beast. Lunar back in the mix with the DRS. Seye. Not quite close enough. Lord sauce on those fresh mediums on the back of Vinny now. Jinnit holds the lead for the time being. Say with a look down the inside, does not send it. Should be through soon. He seems to have the pace over Beast here. Oh, there it is. Just had to get out of it. Nowhere for him to go. Denmark with the fast slap on these softs. Lunar and Jinnit going at it again. Let's get back to that. Lunar closing as they enter the Parabolica. See if Jinnit has a little juice in the tank to try and fight this back. Maybe used it up defending already. Maybe those tires starting to fall off a little bit as we enter the final stages. I figured around the last 4 laps that the mediums would be struggling. There goes Lunar, having a look. Tantalizingly close, but not close enough. Say and Beast Say coming for the move. And he should be through. Beast defending deep. Beast defending nicely, but I think Say gets the better exit here, and Say goes through. Lunar and Jinnit still wheel to wheel here. Say should pull away from Beast now. I think he is quicker, just needed to actually get by. I'm up 24. Oh, Jinnit with a huge wobble. Huge wobble from Jinnit. And Lunar goes through. Those medium tires may be starting to feel it a little bit. And that is not going to help them get to the end if you're putting that kind of load through them. Jinnit now has to recover this. Beast hanging on to Say as well. I suspect Say will keep that position. Let's get back to this battle on board with Jinnit. We're taking it off the screen. We're going on board. No sound, no commentary. Jinnit fighting for the win in Monza. So looks like Jinnit struggling with the tires a little bit. He just can't quite close back in. The DRS here will help. Needs to have a really good first sector here if he wants to try and take another run. Or hope that Lunar makes an error. Comes Beast with a run on Say. He's going to have a look down the inside. And under braking, just struggling to get the car pointed in the right direction. Say hangs on to it. Nice job from Say to defend that. Beast having a good first run here with us. I think this is his first race here. Carson now on the back of Sniper. Trying to come in for a late podium. Wouldn't that be a great story after falling down the order early in the race when he had that incredible start and then just kind of got picked off. down to P6, and possibly going to end up on the podium. I think Jinnit had the best of these mediums. They just don't look like they have the pace for him to do anything. You can see how Carson's really closing on Sniper, and Lunar really pulling away from Jinnit now, so you can tell these mediums are toast. There's just really nothing left in them. Comes Carson, looking to make a move. The final lap of the race. Comes Carson, putting that pressure on Sniper. He's only got one more corner to get it done. Oh, and a huge spin for Sniper. I don't know if did he have a puncture? He does, his left rear tire is punctured. Wow. A full speed blowout. I'm so glad I was watching for that. The tire blew out on him into the braking zone, into Parabolica. That was absolutely insane. And honestly, not a bad finish, given his left rear tire is delaminating right now. P6 for Sniper. Obviously, would have preferred to stay on the podium, but could have easily been out. So Lunar wins it. Great drive from Lunar, start to finish. Jinnit almost pulled it off with the reverse strategy. Just didn't really have the grip at the end. I think if he had pit in a more natural time frame, it probably wins this race, but just not quite there for Jinnit. Carson will take the podium. Seye finishes P4. Great result for Seye from starting at the back. Beast with a good debut in ZOR. P5. Sniper, as you said. Can't get the car back to the grid. Reaver stuck behind. P7. Denmark. P8. Love this game. Gord P9. Oh my god. Alright, refilling the bevy. Get these guys in for an interview. We even started a little late and we got this thing done 9:15 with 2 safety cars, so I'll take that. Take that. Got some roast beef in the fridge, man, it smells good. That's a lot of wine there, fellas. Oh, the cat's waking up. Hi, buddy. You want to say hi? Yeah. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Come on. He did meow, but now he won't do it. He's a little shy around the microphone. Poor shy little boy. Alright. Make sure we get through the grid here. All the timing and the scoring for RC. Scabney will get the fastest point. We get the fastest lap point. P10 for Scabney and the fastest lap. Alright, so Lunar, Jinnit, Carson, Seye. We'll get those guys in here. Well, it should be just the 3. If Jinnit joins, then no Seye. If Jinnit doesn't join, maybe we'll get Seye in. Alright. Boys, voice chat, but not party invite. Harrison. Say. Oh, sorry, it was lunar. There we go. Not say. Sorry, say. Lunar. Been left to my own tonight, so I'm gonna have to pull some interview questions out of my ass here.
The king is here.
Yes, I have been here all night.
Nah. What about that recovery, Bigger?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Say had a pretty good recovery too. Did you see Sniper's tire blew right in the final corner into Parabolica? Boom!
I was in a Discord chat with him and like he was gutted.
Oh man, he pretty much had hung on. He'd pretty much hung. Oh yeah, I thought they would be.
Yeah, as soon as I got past Luna, like I was thinking, yeah, I could break away, and then the tyres just started to give way. And
yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, and man, brilliant stuff. Like you guys, you know, had you been on equal tires, that would have been, I think, just an epic scrap. Right. But I think the tires just basically robbed us of the final few laps of that battle.
I about my prediction of a T-Brum bed in it. I was one corner off.
Yeah.
One corner off.
Yeah, no, that was good. He did crash, and I was like, oh, Jenna called it. He said he was going to crash. And I said he was running away with it, and I was like, the only thing bringing anyone back into this race for a win is if he bins it. And yeah, I think too much pressure. Did Carson join?
Yeah, I can't wait. I'll send Carson's grid start. I said I can't wait for my new pedals to come. I can't wait for those new pedals. It looked fantastic from his end.
It's not the pedal.
It is. It was the pedals, Carson. Believe in it.
That was Carson. You're here?
Yes. Can you know
all right. But yeah. No, I can hear you. It's just like kind of muffled a little bit. I couldn't hear you over.
Trash.
Yeah. No worries. Just talk really loud. Okay, so was it the pedals? Is it the pedals? Janet claims it is. Do you agree or disagree?
I feel like I've always been decent at starts, but that was just... I was like, what was going on?
That was God tier. I said, I go back and watch the stream. I'm like, I think that's the best restart I've ever seen. It was just insanity. It was like P6 to P1. Like, what? Are you kidding me?
That was the only reason I had any sort of part in this race.
I thought I had a good start on my hards, like I was kept it with
you did.
And then I just see Carson just go, whoa.
That's what I said. I was like, wow, Jenna got a great start, and then I just see this green car come out of nowhere. I was like, holy shit, who's that?
The lights were really quick too. I thought I was behind the 8 ball on that one.
Wow, it was crazy. So yeah, congrats on the podium. Obviously, you kind of picked it up in a cheeky way at the end, but I think you might have had a good... It looked like he'd just completely run out of tire. Obviously, he did, because it blew up, but...
yeah, that's what I was kind of planning for. I was trying to keep it easy on the hards for like the middle stint, and then when his mediums fell off, I would try to charge up, but it didn't. They didn't fall off that much until they fell off the cliff. So...
last 2 laps, it was just a struggle.
Yeah.
It was the right-handers, because he was just leading on the left rear too much. Every right-hander was just instant slide.
Yeah, but no, it was good. I mean, the guys that put the mediums on, and it was like, you pretty much you don't have a choice when that happens. The entire field switches over to a faster tire. Like you got it. Like look what happened to Gord, right? Like
when they did that safety car to go another lap, and it just come in well, like didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
like it was turning parabolic and decided it wanted to come in.
It always does that at Monza. I feel like it's the only track that it does that at.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think the field came together.
Oh yeah.
I was just hoping whoever was leading off the safety car didn't like botch it up, but he did it right. It was all good.
Yeah. Well, obviously
that's the worst on a late safety car coming in. Everyone's going to think, try and get an advantage, but it worked out. Everyone got a nice gap,
But yeah, obviously, really good result, P3. And then Jeanette, obviously, we chatted a little bit about your night already. Good result for P2. Yeah, solid drive. Say obviously had a little bit of an error. He was your mistake, and then he had the advantage, and then he made the mistake, and then you were able to capitalize. So kind of balanced itself back out, even though it looked like you gave up a bunch of points to him tonight, and then obviously he did the same thing, flipped it around on you. But yeah, good result for you. Obviously, he's got a quality ban. He's got to serve again at the next race, so that's important for you to have a good qualifying. Was that something you were thinking about in quali tonight? Make sure you start well ahead. Right?
Australia's going to be hard for him to come from the field next week.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Yep. Yeah, Australia next week.
I wish it was Singapore next time. That would have been even harder.
It is Singapore after Australia, though, is it not?
Yeah.
Oh God, we're getting into the beautiful part of the calendar, and then we got Hungary, Spain, Brazil, so good. But yeah, we got a really nice run of races coming up to end the season. So move on to the race winner, Lunar. Obviously, your teammate Tebram kind of blew it, but you were holding down the fort in second there for most of the night, so you kind of inherited the lead. Obviously, Jeanette probably gave you a little bit of a scare there, but you managed to. I guess you probably figured the tires would come back to you at the end, and you managed that well. So,
yeah,
thoughts?
I thought Jeanette's mediums would drop off way sooner. He just kept.
Yeah.
He had the pace. They were just not dropping off. They were faster than the hards, or Jeanette's just too quick. But they wouldn't drop off. I was waiting, and then finally it happened, and then he had a mistake, and I overtook. And then Sniper made the fight fun too. For a majority of the safety car restart, say around the early 20s, it was good. Then it was Jeanette passed me. It's okay, maybe I won't have to worry too much. But no, I actually had to push to stay within DRS. Jeanette was quick.
Yeah, he was really competitive tonight. Actually, threw a little bit of a wrench in the gears there for some of you guys, but ultimately, he just took a little too much out of those tires, and he literally had 500 meters to go. That's a painful way to end your night.
Yeah, for sure. I know Sam. It's funny. So the last time I won, which was the opening race in Britain, Sam had a tire puncture as well. So
true. Yeah.
Maybe.
And poor Sam couldn't get in tonight. This game every week it picks some random person that just cannot get into the lobby no matter what. It's not fluky. It literally is every week. There's one person.
Yeah, it's stupid. I think there's something to do with the two EA IDs of the host and the person trying to join, because my two friends, they can't join each other's lobby if they make it, so I have to create it and then they can both join my lobby. It's really weird. I don't know why that happens. They can't race together, they can't do co-op together, they have to play together when I'm there.
Wow. So you're the facilitator.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's mediating a teenager's first date or something.
Yeah, I'm the adult.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can go to the movies, but I'm gonna be there too. No, that's pretty weird, man. This game is just full of all kinds of crap like that. It's inexplicable at this point. I don't even think EA knows what to do with it. They just people report these things, and it's like, you know, anecdotally, it's not just you. Like, it happens to everybody, and it's with other random people. Like you said, there's just certain people that just don't talk to each other well in this game.
Yeah.
So if you think about, like, you know, the thing is, though, when Asylum's hosting, it's not the same person every week that can't get in. It's always different people. Like, it just, it's bizarre as hell.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Anyway.
I hope they fix it.
Yeah. They won't. They won't. We've had the same stupid Sector 2 purple sector glitch for
oh my God. Since, like,
5
F1
seasons.
2020?
Yeah, no, it's like, it's legit like 3 years now. Like, at least. It's so brutal. Anyway, we'll wrap it up. That's it for tonight. Next week, as you said, Australia, Melbourne. Then we got Singapore after that. We got a really nice run of tracks coming up. I know generally street circuit's a little frustrating probably as a driver, but for broadcasting and streaming, like, they're a lot of fun, and the races are usually really, really competitive. So looking forward to next week. Obviously, later in the week, we got Tier 2 Wednesday at 8 p.m., and then we got F2 Thursday. F2 has been a blast so far. The sprint races are excellent with the reversed top 10, and the feature races have all been really quality as well. So, really looking forward to F2 again this week. I can't remember where we're going. I'm trying to, like, do the reverse. It might be Singapore? I don't think we're that far along, though. Maybe Japan? We haven't done Japan. No, we did Japan already. It might be Singapore. I don't know. We'll figure it out for Wednesday for Tier 2. You know what? I got the Discord right here. Let's just check real quick. F2 this week we are in Singapore. Yeah, it is Singapore. Then next week is Melbourne. So that's solid. F2 in Singapore I think is going to be really cool. Under the lights and stuff. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, tune in for that. It's a blast, man. You guys are putting on a hell of a show there every week. It's just been really quality so far, so I really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to broadcasting that on Thursday, and hopefully I don't have to pull triple duty this week.
There you go. You need to get those stewards reports out for F2. Come on.
Oh, bloody hell. I gotta do that too, man. I'm doing everything around here lately. It's a pain in the ass. The F2 ones, or the Tier 1s. Yeah. You know what, man, I'm just going to say, like, just to be real for a second, like, the filling the grid and figuring out this, like, attendance issue where we're really struggling to have any, like, reasonably sized races every week, I was sick of. And I was like, I'm dealing with this tonight. The stewards things absolutely need to be caught up on. The thing with the stewards thing is we can always fix it. We can always retroactively go back and adjust points, and we can always sort the incidents when we have time to. So if we don't have results posted because stewards aren't participating or whatever reason, like, it's like I can always go in there and help them sort that and figure it out, and then we can get it done later. Like, it can always be done later. Whereas, like, I'm tired of broadcasting races with, like, 10 cars, man. It's a pain in the ass. It sucks. And, it's great if you want to get cheap points every week, I guess, but, like, it's no good for people watching. Don't want to watch 10 cars race. I guess, like, what are we doing? So
I don't want to race with 10 cars. Like, it's just
it's not fun. No, there's no like ramifications if you make mistakes. Like, you're not way down the grid now. Like, it's like, oh, I'm at the back, but I still get a point. Who cares? But yeah, so hopefully now that we've opened it up a little bit, obviously tonight was kind of like last minute almost, but like by next week I think we'll be pretty full. Yeah, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah.
And we'll try a recruiting post. Even if we pick up 1 or 2 guys through that, that's good enough as well. So, all right. Anyway, wrap it up. We'll be back Wednesday for Tier 2, F2 on Thursday, and then we're going to Australia next week for Tier 1. So hopefully GP will be back for that. If not, I will be here, and I should be here Thursday for F2. So we will see you then. Have a great night. You're trying to sell your wheel on our